I've been playing quite a bit of Counter-Strike 2 lately, and I've been having a pretty okay-ish time. I started getting back into it about a month and a half ago, and I'm still just as bad as I am at the game when it was called CSGO. And you may be wondering why Team Fortress 2 has anything to do with this video. And for starters, TF2 and CS2 were both made by Valve. CSGO was released in 2012, 5 years after Team Fortress 2, as a sequel to Counter-Strike Source, which can still be played to this day. In 2023, CSGO updated to use the Source 2 engine, and the game got a huge overhaul, and it was renamed to CS2. However, unlike CS Source, which can still be played today, CSGO cannot be played anymore. Now, CS2 has been out for over 2 years now, and the game has been doing alright for itself. Its pro scene is still the best in all of esports, the community and creators surrounding the game are great, and its numbers have had yet to fall since the game's big transition. And now that I'm getting back into Counter-Strike, as a guy that has almost probably 4,000 hours on Team Fortress 2, I've noticed a lot of things that are similar about these two games, both good and bad things, and unfortunately the bad things overpower the good things, so let's talk about it. For starters, let's talk about cheaters and bots. Cheaters are everywhere in Counter-Strike 2, in any game mode, ranked, casual, deathmatch, fucking arms race, there's cheaters everywhere in Counter-Strike 2. And it's been like this since CS2 first released, and nothing has been done by Valve to help aid against the cheater problem. Sound familiar? Yeah, that's what was happening during the bot crisis in Team Fortress 2. The bot crisis ravaged casual servers for 7 years before Valve finally did something to stop it. We don't know what they did, but they did something and it worked pretty damn well. Yeah! The bot crisis is over and TF2 casual is an actually decent experience again. But one thing that puzzles me, and first off, I'm just keeping it real by saying this, but why would Valve go ahead and nuke over 70,000 cheating bots in an already struggling video game that has no real development team and no content updates in the last 8 years before fixing their biggest title ever? Well, to keep it simple, if game make Valve money, game no get fixed. Now go work on Deadlocked or something, said Gabe Newell. And this sucks. With a game as big as Counter-Strike 2, a game that just broke its player count record at 1.8 million players, more on that later, a game that makes Valve a gazillion dollars every month, a game that has bigger crowds at major tournaments than an average WNBA game, it's somewhat hard to believe that the cheating problem is this bad. And don't get me wrong, cheating was bad in CSGO, but nothing as bad as it is in CS2. And I can 100% say that the cheating problem in CS2 is worse than the cheaters in TF2. By far. And now that the bot crisis is fixed, CS2 is now the new cheater landing spot. Now, some of you CS2 fans out there might be saying, oh, but there's not as many cheaters in Premier matchmaking. Just play that, bitch. Every day I wake up and the first thing I see when I open Instagram or YouTube or Twitter or something is a video exposing the top Premier players in the world for blatantly cheating. They don't even hide it. See this leaderboard? At least 12 of these players are cheating. You see the guy at number 1? They cheat! And it makes this whole thing even more crazy since Valve still hasn't done anything about it. They're not even hiding it. Their names are right here for the world to see, and they don't get banned. But I think I've made my point clear with the cheating problem. Now let's talk about the current Counter-Strike 2 bot crisis. Now, the CS2 bot crisis and the TF2 bot crisis are two very different things. TF2 was flooded with cheater bots. CS2 is flooded with idling bots. Now, what do these idling bots do? Well, in short, they farm items, and you'll find a lot of these bots in deathmatch and arm race servers. They just sit there doing absolutely nothing, and they tend to vote kick legitimate players so that the server stays full of just idling bots. And with these bots only residing in arms race, deathmatch servers, and Chinese casual servers, they don't normally get seen by regular players, which makes the problem not get known to the rest of the world, even though it definitely is a problem. Over 70% of CS2's current player count are bots. That's insane. Now, these numbers are similar to TF2's bot numbers back when it was still going on, but this is happening in the biggest video game on Steam. And who knows, if botting 70% of CS2's player count was that easy, what's stopping the botters from, I don't know, flooding casual servers with cheater bots? It can happen. And right now, as it is, it's unacceptable. Another thing that I'd like to point out is that CS2 doesn't get that much content anymore. All we really get is community skins and community maps. Sound familiar? Yeah, that's what Team Fortress 2 has been getting for the past 8 years. And I mean, even back in the early 2020s, CSGO was getting operations, new content like player skins, and everyone was happy with how the game was at the time. But with CS2, all that we've gotten are 6 skin collections and 2 new community maps that weren't play tested on launch. Are you kidding me? Half of the maps from CSGO didn't ship in CS2, and you're telling me that we've gotten like 3 or 4 ported over in the last 2 years, and along with 2 shitty community maps? Are you kidding me? In the 2 years, they've added like 6 gigabytes worth of content. To put this into perspective, Team Fortress 2, which barely even scratches the top 25 most played games on Steam list, has received over 40 new maps in the last 2 years, and CS2 has gotten like 6. That's ridiculous. And the updates that CS2 does get are meaningless. Sounds similar to TF2, no? Snakes getting added to Snake Water? Like, look at I'm pretty sure this video is fake, but this is like the average Counter-Strike 2 update nowadays. And it's sad. Now, with all that being brought up, CS2 sounds like a not very enjoyable experience, and it's not. It's why I said I'm having an okay-ish time instead of a good time with CS2. The only reason why I said okay-ish and not a horrible time is because I like collecting skins. But to a casual player, this game is not an enjoyable experience because of its terrible flaws. But when you look at CS2 with its nothing burger updates and its cheater-infested servers, what more do you have left? Some of you already know where I'm going with this, and I can hear it in the background. Cases, the in-game slot machine that makes Valve billions every year. That's all CS2 has. Why play against cheaters when you can gamble? Why watch a major when you can watch a 30-year-old man-child open gambling boxes? And during the bot crisis in TF2, that's all we had too. All we had was cases. And to get the point across to Valve, oh my fucking god. Yeah, ping me twice. And it got to a point to where the TF2 community wanted to boycott cases and gambling in general in Team Fortress 2, because that's what made Valve money. Now, some TF2bers felt negatively about this, but overall it was one of the factors that got TF2 fixed. The community spoke out and created an uproar. News outlets were reporting on fixed TF2 and the community's cries for help from Valve, and we got it. It took us a little while, but we got it. The game got fixed. It's playable now. And who says that can't happen with Counter-Strike 2? A game that's leagues bigger than Team Fortress 2. If the community can create a big enough uproar, Valve might just do something. Because right now, CS2 is an awful game. We gotta keep it real here. It is what it is. The game itself, other than the item server, is unplayable. And that needs to change. And 4 years ago, I would have said the same about Team Fortress 2. Maybe a big CS2 community figure will see this and think of it, but I'm in no position to start a Save CS2 protest. But with a community as big as Counter-Strike 2's, I'm sure changes can be made with enough persistence. Now, that's going to be it for this video. What did you guys think? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you learn something new? Do you have different opinions now that you've watched this video? I don't know. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Join my Discord server if you guys want to. But yeah, you guys genuinely mean the world to me. Thank you guys for sticking around throughout my bullshit. If you guys want, in the description, listen to my music. My Spotify's in the description. My track train is in the description if you guys want to buy some music off of me. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching again. I love you all. Peace out.